Welcome aboard, Don Fischer, the voice of the Hoosiers. Don, how are you, sir?
Good, Jim. How are you doing?
Great. Not as good as you are, I bet, because I know this is the gateway to the summertime for Don Fischer, baby.
Well, unfortunately, the weatherman is not cooperating a lick, and I'm really upset.
No, he's not. No, he is not. Not this week. He's going to make you hold off another week. He's going to tease you a little bit on Wednesday. I saw the temperatures are going to get up to the 70s, but it's probably going to rain, so that won't help much. But
Trust me, I also saw that weather forecast, and I'm not, like I said, I'm not very happy about
it. We've reached the end of the season. We've got one more weekend of college basketball as the Final Fours is upon us. It was an incredible tournament. We've got 4 Indiana players in the portal and a new assistant coach. So not lots going on since we spoke last.
Well, I can tell you this, the changes we expected, at least from the players' perspective. I wasn't real sure about the coaching perspective, but all that said, Mike Woodson's got to do what he's got to do and make his decisions based on what he feels is best for the program. And obviously, he makes a coaching change with Dane Fife leaving and bringing in Brian Walsh. I've known Brian since he came on campus 5 years ago as an assistant to Archie Miller, not an assistant coach, but in a recruiting analyst and video and all those kinds of things, all the backstory type jobs that you have in college basketball these days. I think Brian is a great fit for this program. I know that I think he was offered by somebody else to get a head coach or an assistant's job this year. And when he went in to talk to Coach Woodson about it, I think Coach Woodson told him, "We want you right here." So I think he'll be a great fit for the program. I think it's a very easy transition, if you will. The players all know Brian, and I think they respect him. And I don't think there's any question that Brian will do a great job. I feel bad for Dane. I wish the fit would have been better. Obviously, it didn't work out. Dane will land on his feet. He's a really good basketball coach and a great person.
Absolutely. It's a little bit of and I'm sure for Charlie, you know Dane a little bit better than all of us do, but it's just, it was just such a shock, I think, to most Indiana fans. I'm sure it was a shock to you. It was a shock to me. And when something like that happens, because it's kind of like family and that was kind of it wasn't kind of out of the blue. It was right out of the blue. It was a punch from the left side you didn't see coming.
Yeah, no one saw that coming, but families grow up and we grow out, Don and Jim, and Dane is a strong personality. He's a strong person, and and I know, it's unfortunate because again, I don't know what happened, but whether it was difference of opinion or philosophy, play, whatever it is, we can all speculate, but the fair job. I think Dane, that's why he signed up. I think he knows that about this industry. He's been in it for over 15 plus years. So yeah, he'll land on his feet. Unfortunately, he's not at Indiana, and I just wish him the best.
Absolutely. Don, as we move forward now, like I said, we've other 4 players right now in the portal. That could change. That might not change. We don't know. We do know they needed 3 people to leave, so that magic number has been reached, which means there will be at least one new face that we don't expect or weren't expecting, and there could be another one or 2. We don't know yet. But the room has been made for the 3 guys coming in and for yet a new face.
Well, there's no question the transfer portal plays into this big time. Without doubt, the 4 guys that are leaving, I don't think is a big surprise there of any of the 4. Rob would be the one that I thought maybe might stick around for another year of college basketball at Indiana. But the number of injuries that he's dealt with through his career, I think he just feels like he needs a new surrounding, a new atmosphere, so to speak, to deal with. But again, it does open up a spot for Indiana to go out and find somebody. And the question is, what kind of player are they looking for? Are they looking for a big? They're looking for an inside guy. With Durr going, there's no question there's a need for a big if, in fact, Race or Trace decides that their seasons at Indiana are completed. We'll just have to wait and see, because I think a lot will a lot basically is going to be balanced on the fact that Trace or Race or both come back or leave. And at this juncture, that's right now what we're waiting to see what their decisions are, because there's no doubt if both those guys come back, this basketball team has the nucleus to be a really good really good team next year. But if one or both don't come back, then you've got to fix that issue, because bigs are what this team probably is going to end up needing. You're going to need another big of some kind. So I would think that's what Indiana's looking at right now. So you hope that those decisions are made here in a timely fashion, and it doesn't just, play out to be at the end of whenever the tryouts for the NBA are, that kind of thing. Because
Yeah.
then everybody's made their decisions, or at least the best players in this portal have probably done so. So right now it's kind of up to the players, to these two players, to dictate what they want to do, and hopefully they make their decision soon.
And one thing, Charlie, is this coaching staff is in a better position this year than last year, because they weren't even in a position at this point last year. So now they're going into the portal. They know what it is. They know what it's like. They know what they have at the moment and what they potentially might have. So they're a little bit better situated this season than they were 1 year ago, going into the portal kind of blind and late.
Yeah, I mean, now there's a comfort level with everybody involved. So you got at least your core. You have the majority. For me, you got some scores. Your two top scores are in this kind of middle ground place. You don't know what they're going to do. So I understand that, but at the same time, now you got to start your spring, summer, fall development for the younger players. You need them to be more active. The people that know they're going to probably take on a bench role and spot minutes, they all need to now, learn how to increase their efforts to be player ready. Just being honest, guys, what I don't want to see is
he's keeping it a mystery.
Charlie, you faded out on us, big boy.
Well, while we wait to get Charlie back, I don't want to forget Michael Lewis gets a new job at Ball State, and we kind of had a hint of that out in Portland when Mick Cronin said Ball State would be crazy not to hire. Hell, that job was probably already done at that point. Looking back at that now. But congratulations to Michael Lewis. I know he's super happy and looking forward to getting his head coaching career started, because he's waited a long time.
Well, I talked to Mike in Portland for about 20 minutes at our shoot around, or at the UCLA shoot around. I hung around after we were done, and UCLA came out on the floor, and we had a little reunion out there with Mike, and had a chance to talk to him. And I said, what's going on with you? I said, are you ready for a head coaching job? And he said, if the right thing comes along, I'll be happy about it. I'll look forward to it. He said, but I want it to be the right thing and the right fit at this point. Now, whether he knew at that juncture or he talked to Ball State at that point, I don't know. But at the same time, I'm really happy for Mike. I think it'll be a great fit for him in Muncie. I don't think there's any question. That's a good job. I mean, you're playing in the Mid-America Conference. It's a good conference. You should be able to get the kind of players that you're looking for at Ball State, and I don't think there's any question he'll be excellent in that position there as his first head coaching position.
Rick Majerus didn't have a problem getting started there, baby.
That's right.
He cranked her up. Charlie, I think, is back with us now. When you left us, you were saying the one thing you didn't want to see was, and that's when you dropped out.
It might have been IU's network cut me off, because that's why I think it's my conspiracy. I said what I don't want to see this spring and summer is the weight training bodies. The pictures on Instagram and social media on weight training and the triceps and biceps. I don't. Please, players, save yourselves. Okay.
It's funny you say that, Don and Charlie, because I did notice a comment by Mike Woodson that he's going to get with Cliff and get a plan together for his guys. I've never seen it since Cliff has been here. The coaches say that it's just kind of been left to them. maybe he wants to go in a different direction with what they're doing. I don't know.
Well,
just
yeah,
guessing.
keep it private. Yeah, just keep it. Yeah, I don't care about beach bodies, man. We need to learn how to put the ball in the hole, come off screens, cut, understand our go-to options, counters. Show me that you're working on that. I don't want to see. This me personally. I don't want to see it.
So no 60s movies out there dancing on the beach and all that stuff, man.
I don't want to see the oiled up bodies in the weight room. No, we didn't do too well this year to be doing that.
Right,
oh man!
Here's the good thing, Charlie, about that. I never saw any of it because I'm not on social media. I don't do Twitter. I'm not on one single social media site. I know less about what's going on in the world than any man in the country, probably, just because I'm not on social media, and most of which I really wouldn't care about anyway.
Well, I'm with you. I'm not as active, but when I just go to a random IU group because I just say yeah, and then one day I'm sitting around looking at IU stuff, and all of a sudden you see the guys in the weight room posing and shirts off, and I'm like, okay, this is not the year to do that. I might want to keep that. And the vlogs and all the vlogging and all that stuff, man, keep the diaries to yourself. Let's keep all that to yourself, players.
I wonder, after last season, the first kind of season new to all of that, will there be less of that this year, Don? Will we see a little bit less of that and a little more focus on basketball? Not that they weren't focused on it, but you know what I'm saying, a little more where they try to actively not make it as apparent.
I don't know because I don't even know what you're talking about. Because
Well, Don, just stay ignorant to it. That's my point. Stay ignorant to it.
You don't know how lucky you are.
Well, here's the thing. Obviously,
like an abyss.
I'm old, therefore I don't really care. I mean, social media to me has been a bane on the entire existence of mankind.
Exactly. I'm with you.
So to me, it's like I really don't care. I'm sure you don't care what I think, and I really don't care what you think. If you understand what I'm saying here, in regard to social media, I could care less. And I think, in fact, I think it's been a detriment to players, to coaches. It's ridiculous. And if you actually pay a lot of attention to what is said on the internet or on the in social media, you're in trouble. I mean, you've got to be in trouble. So I would caution my players. I would say, look, get off of every bit of it. There's no reason to be on it. You don't need to hear what a bunch of people who don't know what they're talking about have to say.
Hey man, but Don, you're messing up my NIL deal. Come on, man. I need to. Buffalo Louis is calling me, man. I gotta, I gotta advertise the wings, man. Come on, Don.
Trust me, I love Buffalo Louis, but it wouldn't matter to me. I could care less about the NIL portion of it. And trust me, if the NIL was for broadcasters, I wouldn't be on there either.
Even the cheerleader who got the ball that was stuck in Portland got an NIL deal.
Yes, it's amazing.
There you go. Well, Don is about to take off for the summer is not really the right words, but to recoup, regenerate. Man, you've really had a double season this year. There have been many times where work was just overlapping, where it seems like it hadn't overlapped as much in the past. You had a lot of overlap this year.
Yeah, well, that's kind of been the case for about the last 10 years now. I've gotten used to it, so it's not like it's anything new. We generally have 7 to 8 basketball games in November now, and we used to have maybe 1. So that's changed dramatically over the last 10 to 20 years. But honestly, I really think, from my perspective, I'm doing exactly what I want these days. I'm doing play-by-play of football, play-by-play of basketball, the 2 coaches shows, and that's it. I have nothing else other than my little forays with you guys and 4 or 5 other radio stations that I do this on Monday mornings with. It's so much fun in that regard. And now I get to play golf for the rest of the summer. I'm looking forward to it.
Hey, Jim and Don. Let me give Don some some heads up. You know, where I come from, Don, when you say little in front of things, you know, that's like a little disrespect. You know, the little show you do with Jim and Charlie, the little, you know, Don, I know you're big time, Don. You know, when you say little, hey, I see the little job over there Jim is doing. You know, come on, Don, man. You know, I'm over here trying to be like you. And it's like, you know, the little thing that just didn't rub me right. I'm sorry.
Charlie, let me just tell you something. You need to set that bar a little bit higher.
Oh,
If you're talking about this being big time, man, you need to set that bar's got to be set a little bit higher, Charlie. Come on.
I like it. I like it, man. I'm having fun with you, Don.
He is the best of the best, and man, we're going to miss getting to talk to you every week until back in the fall again. But hope to see you out on the golf course, whether Bloomington Country Club or wherever. I hope you have a great, fun season and get rejuvenated, baby. Was it 48? Number 48 coming back?
It'll be number 50 coming back.
Wow. Oh, so we're there. Oh, God, dang it. Now we got to do something special every week.
Oh, no, we don't. If you're going to do that, I'm off your show. I'm done. Trust me. I've already
and he's not lying. And he's not lying, believe me.
I've told these people I do not want any of this stuff. I mean, if they want to have one time or something like that, that's fine. But that's it, you know. And I got the Learfield people talking to me about, we're going to do all that. No, we're not. We're not doing all this stuff. We're just going to do it like it's normal. That's what we're going to do. All right, guys. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.